You've been lied to about studying, and the worst part? You don't even realize it. Right now, 80% of the time you spend at your desk is being completely wasted. Hours gone, effort burned, and nothing actually sticking in your brain. Sounds harsh, right? But stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why your study sessions feel productive but lead to nothing. And I'll show you the one shift that turns 30 minutes of focus into more learning than most students get in a full day. Stick around till the end, because mistake number 5 is the one almost every top student secretly avoids. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Picture this. You sit down to study. You open your textbook. You highlight a few lines. You rewrite some notes. You feel good. You feel responsible. You feel like a student who's doing the work. But here's the truth. Your brain barely registered any of it. It's like pouring water into a cracked glass. You keep pouring, but it keeps leaking out. And you wonder why exams feel like a punch in the face. This isn't about being dumb. It's not about lacking discipline. It's about doing the wrong things in the wrong way for way too long. So let's break down exactly where those wasted hours are going, because once you see it, you can fix it tonight. Waste number 1, the illusion of rereading. Most students think reading something twice means they understand it. They don't. Studies show rereading has a retention rate of around 10%. That means out of every hour you spend rereading, only 6 minutes actually sticks. 6 minutes. The rest, gone by the next morning. Why? Because your brain confuses familiarity with knowledge. You recognize the words on the page, so you assume you know them. But recognition isn't memory. It's a trap. And it's the number one reason students walk into exams feeling prepared and walk out feeling destroyed. Waste number 2, highlighting like a maniac. Be honest, you've done it. Pages glowing in neon yellow, pink, and green. Looks productive. Feels productive. Does nothing. Highlighting is a passive activity. Your brain isn't working. It's watching. And watching doesn't build memory. It builds the illusion of progress. The students who score the highest? They rarely highlight. They interrogate. They argue with the page. They ask questions out loud. They turn information into something their brain has to wrestle with. Because struggle is what makes learning stick. Waste number 3, studying without a goal. Most students sit down and say, I'm going to study biology. That's not a plan. That's a wish. And your brain treats it like background noise. Top students do the opposite. They define exactly what they want to walk away knowing. I will memorize every step of the Krebs cycle. I will solve 5 quadratic equations from memory. Specific, measurable, sharp. The moment your brain knows the target, it locks in. The moment it doesn't, it drifts. And drifting is where hours go to die. Waste number 4, marathon study sessions. This one might hurt. Studying for 4, 5, 6 hours straight does not make you smarter. It makes you slower. Your brain is not a hard drive. It's a muscle. And muscles need rest between reps. After about 45 minutes of focus, your brain's ability to encode new information drops fast. By hour 3, you're essentially staring at words. You feel like you're working hard, but you're just running on willpower while learning almost nothing. The fix? Short, intense sprints. 25 minutes locked in, 5 minutes off. Repeat. You'll get more done in 2 hours than you used to in 6. Waste number 5, the mistake almost no one catches. Here it is. Most students study to finish. Top students study to remember. There's a massive difference. When your goal is to get through the chapter, your brain rushes. It skims. It checks the box. But when your goal is to remember it a week from now, your brain pays attention. It encodes. It connects. It commits. And this one mental shift from finishing to remembering changes everything. It turns reading into recall. It turns notes into mastery. It turns wasted hours into real progress. This is the secret most toppers won't say out loud. They're not smarter than you. They just study with a completely different intention. So if rereading, highlighting, vague goals, marathon sessions, and finishing for the sake of finishing don't work, what does? Here's the shift. The students who actually retain what they learn use one principle, active retrieval. Instead of putting information in, they pull it out. Instead of reading, they recall. Instead of reviewing, they test. And it's brutally effective. Try this tonight. After studying any topic for 10 minutes, close the book. Take a blank sheet of paper and write down everything you remember. No peeking, no shortcuts, just your brain working. It'll feel hard. It'll feel uncomfortable. That discomfort? That's learning actually happening. The harder it is to recall, the stronger the memory becomes. This single habit alone will outperform every highlighter, every reread, every hour of mindless review you've ever done. Now layer one more thing on top. Spaced repetition. Your brain forgets up to 50% of new information within an hour. Within a week, almost all of it is gone, unless you remind it. So instead of cramming everything in one night, spread it out. Day 1, learn it. Day 3, recall it. Day 7, test yourself again. Each time you pull the information back up, your brain strengthens the connection. After 3 or 4 cycles, that information becomes part of you, like riding a bike, like remembering your own phone number, permanent. But here's the part most students miss. None of this works if your environment is fighting you. Phone on the desk? Wasted hour. Music with lyrics? Wasted focus. 5 tabs open. Wasted brain. Studying isn't just a mental activity. It's a physical setup. Top students don't have more discipline than you. They just remove the things that drain it. One desk, one subject, one goal, phone in another room. Notifications off, just you and the work, and suddenly, focus stops feeling impossible. Here's the hard truth. The students who fall behind aren't lazy. They're just stuck using methods that look like studying but aren't. They're pouring water into a cracked glass and blaming themselves when it stays empty. It's not your fault. No one taught you this. Your school never sat you down and said, "Here's how memory actually works." So you've been guessing, improvising, surviving. But now you know. And once you know, going back to the old way isn't an option. So tonight, try this. Pick one subject, set a 25-minute timer. Lock your phone away, study with one specific goal, then close the book and recall everything you can. That's it. One session, one shift, and in 2 weeks, you'll feel the difference. In a month, your grades will start moving. In 3 months, you'll wonder how you ever studied any other way. You don't need more hours. You don't need more pressure. You don't need to be smarter. You just need to stop wasting the time you already have. The best students aren't grinding longer. They're studying with intention, with sharpness, with systems that actually work. And now, so are you. If this hit you, hit that like button. Subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And drop a comment telling me which waste you're guilty of, because I read every single one. Now go close those extra tabs, set your timer, and start studying like someone who actually wants to win. You've got this.